Hey, it's Billy here with the Should We Go Outside YouTube channel. Today we're in fresh snow looking for Arizona elk on the Kaibab. We're going to glass a lot of deer, follow some mountain lion tracks, get stuck in the snow, and then get miraculously rescued by a man named Gabriel. And you'll see the largest buck I've ever personally seen. And we're bringing you along for the ride. We got to the trailhead. Sun is about 40 minutes from rising, so we've got to hike up a ways here.
It's a lot better than last time. Last time it's just, look at the snow's way less thick. It's not too helpful because the elk could be on the mountain, but we're hoping they're down there. But this mountain is a lot less high and a lot less steep.
Bunny tracks.
Bunny?
All right, Brendan and I made it to the spot. It's a steep hill, but it's got some great views. Hopefully we can see some animals while we watch the mouth of this canyon down here for those elk.
We made it to the top of the mountain, and now we have set up, we are starting to glass.
Check this out, guys. All right. We were hoping for some elk, but these mule deer are pretty cute. I've only seen one little forked horn in this group, but that's just a baby. It's super cute. Oh, there's another one. And that almost looks like an antler. It's probably too big. All right, Brendan, do you want to tell the people what happened to your beanie and your snow pants this morning?
Sure. I was getting some snacks in the pantry, and I put my stuff on the floor to get them, and I completely forgot them. And now I'm really frustrated.
And what else are you?
What?
And what else are you?
A Yeti.
A little bit cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a little cold this morning. We got those snacks though. So it's pretty cold today. Probably about 24 degrees still. We're in the shade on this hillside. Yesterday I bought some hand warmers. I handed Brendan the bag, and it also got left home. So we're gonna plan a little bit better right now. Brendan's pinky finger is freezing pretty cold, so we're gonna see what we can do to get warm. Brendan's taking a little nap. He got cold there for a second. We've got him bundled up. I don't know that the elk came off the mountain with the quantity of snow that we got. There's snow on the ground, but it's only a couple of inches. We didn't see tracks going back into or coming out of the canyon. So right now it's kind of just glassing this open area, see what we can pick up. Well, it's not a very open area, but seeing what we can pick up and make a plan from there. Check this out, guys. I think these are some cows out here, but we're trying to take a closer look. Brendan's getting a bit cold, a lot cold. So we're gonna pack up, head down the mountain. We haven't seen any sign of them. I don't think they came off the mountain in the snow. So we might go up, do some road hunting, see what we can find, make another plan, cook up some food. All right, all packed up. Let's get down the mountain. You ready, Brent? Let's roll.
I want to just slide down that whole entire thing and just have no work to do.
Brendan jinxed me because now I'm sliding down on my butt against my wheel. It's slick. What do you think happened?
I think my dad left one of my gloves.
Your dad, huh? Your dad left your glove on the hill?
This guy.
I think I've got good news for Brendan.
Water.
What about this glove?
We're happy for the water.
That's because someone always gives you their gloves if you forget yours.
I don't forget it. My gloves are just not good.
Taking a little hike up the hill, leaving Brendan in the truck to get warm. Got my rifle this time because there are mountain lions out here. But just a short hike. Gonna see if I can see any tracks in this canyon. If not, head back to the truck, make a new plan. I'll be honest, guys, it's kind of depressing. I was hoping for more snow. I was really excited when I saw the forecast. The snow on the ground is just not enough. I'm seeing no signs of them in this canyon. And I don't think it pushed them off the mountain. So what was, pretty exciting might not pan out to much today. It's still early morning, only about 10 a.m. We're going to head back to the truck where Brendan's getting warm, probably have a snack, try and get some energy and come up with a plan. It's tough, guys. It just doesn't always work out. Well, usually doesn't work out the way it should. And a lot of luck. I've learned one thing about hunting. You've got to do the work, but there's just a lot of luck.
I think if robots get too smart, they're gonna take over the world.
How?
Because the people who made them were worried because if they get smarter than humans, and they don't, scientists found out a different way they can talk, so they can just talk to each other, and you have no clue what they're saying. Look at them, there's a big group of them. Do they attack humans? They could hurt you really bad if you came up close. But they're mostly scared, I think.
All right, so we talked and we decided we're going to head up to an area called Ridge. It's just got a big vantage point, and I've been wanting to go up there for a while. It should be drivable. Well, I don't know if it's going to be drivable all year, but I kind of think it might be because a lot of these roads on the Kaibab get shut off as more snow builds up. So far, most of them are open, but we're going to take a slow drive up, kind of road hunt on the way, see what we can see, and hope we get lucky, guys. So wish us luck. All right, the audio cut out on this video, and I would have cut the whole section out except, well, you'll see why. Coming up these switchbacks, we were following some mountain lion tracks on the road, and I slowed down because I was sliding to the left off the road, and we got pretty stuck. And when I said the word drivable earlier, this was not at all what I envisioned. I tried to maneuver, but it made it worse. We're up to the axles in snow, and last week I was using this truck to carry stuff, so I unloaded all of my recovery gear from the bed. Have I mentioned not to be like me before this? I checked the video timestamps, and within 2 minutes after recording me saying that we are good and stuck, miraculously, a guy who's named Gabriel comes driving down this road in a backhoe. And you saw the road, not a track on it. We are the first ones here, probably in days, and this guy rescues us less than 5 minutes from our first stopping at this section. I don't know if you guys believe in miracles, but I do.
We are at a restaurant, and I ordered a grilled cheese sandwich. He got chicken tenders, and I think it's gonna be really good.
All right, guys, so we came to the Jacobs Lake Inn to grab some food, take a break. After getting stuck, we headed out trying to get to Bucks Ridge, but truth is the snow is just a little bit too deep for the truck. We were getting along fine, but the roads were getting narrower and getting less options for turning around. So we found the next turnaround point, got stuck for a minute. We were able to get out, headed up here, got some food, and we're gonna head to the original hill from the first video. Hike back up that, see if we can't find that shed antler. And there's enough snow on the top up here, I think it's pushed the animals down. If we're not seeing tracks, maybe they came down a different canyon, but I'm still thinking they're down in the valley. So we're gonna take some look into these canyons, kind of glass up into them, try and get up high where we have a view, and go from there. All right, we spent a minute here over at the Lefevre, I don't know how to say it. Lefevre, something outlook.
Lefevre.
Looking at the grand staircase, pretty views. It's just close to Jacob's Lake. We're burning a little bit of time because of midday. Then we're gonna head up, hike another hill, and get on top for an evening glassing session and see if we can't figure these elk out. Brennan and I have been talking, and we think if we don't get anything today, we're thinking we should go back to do some fishing for the next video. We've been working at this pretty hard for the past few weeks, and just luck's not on our side on it. So if any of you have any secrets to this hunt, any inside information or intel, let us know. We'd love a helping hand.
So the hill smells like deer.
All right, so a few weeks ago you saw in our video that dead horse that we found. Well, this is the herd that it came from. All right, so we've got a group of deer that's wandered out into the open here. So, well, actually I can zoom in a little closer for you. It's pretty decent size, but you're talking 2.5, 3 miles away. I'm pretty sure it's deer. You can see their, you can kind of see their butts as little white spots.
Oh no.
What do you think about this hill?
It's great.
This hill remains undefeated, but keeping an eye out for that shed antler. I'm gonna find that other one. We're halfway up the hill. This has got a decent vantage.
I want to take a nap for like 20 or 30 minutes because I stayed up till like 10 o'clock last night because I was so excited to hunt for elk.
What time did we wake up?
5 o'clock.
All right, we got a buck and a doe. He is a wide
He's a fatty.
buck. Look at that. That is a impressive animal. He's walking into the trees. Oh, I only caught him for half a second. I gotta tell you guys, it is heartbreaking to see the biggest deer you've ever seen in your life. I watched him for maybe 30 seconds. I mean, you saw the video. I saw him, I grabbed the camera, put it on as quick as I could, and watched him for 30 seconds, and he disappeared into that timber. And he hasn't come back out the other side. There's one area he might just stay in the timber and be able to disappear, and that's what it looks like he's doing because he's just not showing up. It's heartbreaking. All right, small group of does. Still haven't been able to refine that buck. Okay, so we got a whole group of animals. It's pretty close. Like, if you look over here, this is where that buck disappeared. We got a whole group coming in right here. So I'm really hoping that buck is in there. I would just love to get another look at him. There's a small buck and a bigger buck. I don't know if that's him. That's a big buck. It's definitely a buck. I don't know if it's him. I'll have to go back and watch the video because his profile was just crazy. This one is a good buck. I don't think it's him. See, his width just doesn't quite seem as impressive. Like, one of the things you can tell, and you'll have to look close, I'll try and edit this so you can see it. When they put their heads up and their ears are out, the average-ish width of their ears is 26 inches. So you can tell a big buck when its ears stick out full width and its antlers are sticking out inches out past each ear, which this guy does look like it's about the same width, maybe a little bit wider, but nothing crazy. So there's just two little bucks in the group with him, but they're basically forkies. They're not anything close to what he was. He disappeared into the trees over here. Same kind of area that the other guy disappeared in. I don't know. I don't think it's him, guys. Like, this one's a decent buck, but that other one, in my opinion, was just, like, had a wow factor immediately. I'm going to go back and watch the footage and be embarrassed, because it's going to turn out that he wasn't that impressive, I think. But I don't know. This guy's a cool buck. I think, guys, if you've spent time on the Kaibab, this is what it's all about. It's just beautiful country when you can get up high and you can glass and find some of the coolest deer on this earth, I think. And it's public land. You just don't get that anywhere. It's a pretty rare thing. And just to see these wild animals, I don't know, I think it's pretty special. So right there, I'll try and color this so you can see. You can kind of get a sense that, his antlers are wider than his ears. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't look as impressive as the last guy.
4?
Yeah, okay, so it's getting a little bit dark to see. I'll try and focus in on this guy. So, I don't know. I think a hunter might relate, but a non-hunter will look at this and laugh at me. But you can pick up details. It's like neither of these guys have antlers that are even close to the same width as their ears. Whereas this guy is just, he's obviously a class above. All right, guys, Brendan is getting pretty cold, but the sun is just about to set. We've got a couple more mule deer. I know what you're thinking. You sure take a lot of video of mule deer for someone who says they're out here elk hunting. But, guys, it's fun for me to see them. It's hard not to want to share. And if I just waited to show you footage of elk, I think we'd be waiting a long time. This is 2 bucks. Bren, do you want to check him out? See, this guy's, I don't know, he's moderate. He's okay. When he moves, you kind of get a sense of his antlers. It's hard to see in the current light. You can hear me and Brendan shivering over here. I think it got up a little bit above freezing, but not much today, guys. I think this is one of the bucks from earlier. He's pretty close to that same area. Packing up, headed off the mountain. It's getting cold. Like, shoelace is frozen. Chair was frozen into the ice. Saw some cool bucks. No sign of those elk today, guys. Not one sign. So, feeling a little discouraged on that side, but it's a beautiful day. It's cold, but it's nice to get out. Spend some time with Brendan. He's a tough kid, I've got to say. Like, he really pushed himself today. It wasn't as much on the physical, but the cold today was, sitting outside for that whole amount of time. Not all kids could do that, and he's 7, and I take it for granted sometimes how good he is at this kind of stuff and how good he is at pushing his limits, even when he's uncomfortable. I saw it with him, testing for his black belt. It's fun to see it out here today. And if you can see this bobsledding thing that goes all the way up the hill, he made a slide to make it a little easier to get down the hill for him. It's pretty fun. After getting stuck and worrying we're going to have to hike 7 miles back to the road where people actually drive, it was really nice to get to the end of the day and see that awesome mule deer. And guys, I've told you this is an impossible hunt, and I'm kind of starting to believe it. It's 4.6 million acres of land with an estimated 50 elk on it. And the elk can retreat onto national park land where you're not allowed to hunt them. It's 7,192 square miles, 144 square miles per elk. I think we've narrowed it down to about 10 square miles for 2 of these animals. But I'm not joking when I say I'm down 12 pounds since starting this channel, guys, and I can't keep surviving on salad. So for the next week's video, I think we're going to do some fishing, which I'm usually pretty decent at.